Voicing on the clarinet, we have exactly 3 tongue positions that we should use on the clarinet, and we will speak about all 3 today. Today we will solve the mystery of voicing on the clarinet. So voicing is always this thing that everyone says, but no one knows what it means. Okay, so how do you voice this? Okay, on the clarinet we have 3 tongue positions that we use, and with these 3 tongue positions, basically you will be more or less all set until a very, very late stage in your clarinet career, where you can add a little bit of more nuances. But in essence, you have 3 tongue positions that we use for playing. So in essence, what we like to do with voicing is we want to even out the registers on the clarinet. We want the low register to sound in the same quality as the middle register, and the middle register should sound in the same quality as the very high register, the Altissimo register. So therefore, we have 3 tongue positions that we use. To even out the registers. Good. So we start with the low register. Which tongue position do we use for the low register? By the way, we will just go one by one. Low register, middle register, and high register. So for the low register, we use the tongue position E. Tongue position is nothing else than a vowel, correct? So if you would say a vowel E, your tongue goes into a certain position. If you say another vowel like A, your tongue goes down. But basically we never use A, so just cross it out of your clarinet playing. So we use E, which will be our highest tongue position that we use on the clarinet. And we use it for the low register. We use it for all the notes below the break. And why? We want these notes not to sound airy. And we want these notes to have a nice resonance. And for this we need fast enough air. And the E vowel, if we blow through the E vowel, it provides us with fast air because the air is being sped up artificially. And it can be a quite big difference. If you're, for example, playing the low register with another vowel, it can sound very, very differently, okay? Okay. Fast airstream through the vowel E. Now in the middle register, which vowel do we use? So this one is a little bit special. So this vowel that we use for the middle register, everything from after the break until high C, we can't use E. If we would use E, it would sound too pinched. Would sound too loud and too pinched. Therefore, we cannot use E anymore in the second register after the register key. What we will use is the vowel Ü, Ü, and the Ü is German vowel, so it doesn't exist in English, but you will find the Ü between the E and the U. If you go very slowly from E to U, you will will find the Ü. Okay. By the way, this is a very funny thing actually. The going from vowel U to E results. And so this is just side note. It has nothing to do with this topic. But if you go from vowel U to E, it actually results in these overtones that are jumping around when you do this, like the Mongolian throat singing. I can demonstrate it to you quickly. It's like this, yeah. You have those overtones that jump over the notes. So maybe try this at home. You have going from U to E in a very clean way. So you you have to go in a very clean way, but you will hear those overtones ringing. But anyways, the vowel we will use for the second register is going to be it's slower air than we will use Ü. Yeah, because we don't want it too pinched. We don't want the air to be too fast, but we want it to be fast enough. Therefore, vowel Ü for the second register. Before we now move to the vowel that we use for the highest register, the Altissimo register, I would like to tell you about the program we have. It's clarinetmasterclass.com. Clarinetmasterclass.com is a premium clarinet education product for intermediate and advanced clarinetists. So it will give you access to transformative clarinet course material, not on a beginner level, but on an intermediate and advanced level that will get rid of all of your technical problems. So those technical problems usually lie in air support, articulation, embouchure, or fingers. These are the only 4 pillars of clarinet technique where your problems could lie. And we will solve all those 4 pillars of clarinet technique at clarinetmasterclass.com, and you will solve your entire clarinet technique, and you will go from good to great in 20 weeks. This is a promise. So if you've been playing the clarinet for 3+ years already, if this is the case, I would kindly invite you to join clarinetmasterclass.com to try the thing. And yeah, basically I will see you inside. Link is down in the description below. Now the vowel for the high register. The vowel for the Altissimo register is not Ü anymore, because if we use Ü, it will be too pinched, and if we use E, it will be much too pinched. Okay, so what we will use, the vowel will be Oo, but not at the lips, not Oo, but Oo. We will use an Oo vowel for the Altissimo. The U vowel will give us this slow air, which will be still fast enough. So it's not the ah. The ah is too slow air, but it will give us slow air that is still fast enough for this register to sound, and for not for undertones to come or something like this. But yeah, and basically your entire challenge of voicing will become to even out the registers by evening out those 3 vowels. We go from E to Ü to U, back to Ü, and back to E. And we don't use O, we don't use A. We use E, Ü, U, Ü, E. What most clarinetists do intuitively right is to slow down the airstream when we go up. Because they don't want to play this high notes so pinched, so they find a way to bring the slow air. But what they forget to do is to speed up the air again when we go back down. To go back into the Ü, this is very important. We can't forget to go back into the Ü, otherwise the way down will always sound airy and not very virtuosic, because our air will be not fast enough. And then what they forget to do as well is they stay in the slow air when they go back down into the low register. So here we need to go back into the fast air again in order for the registers to sound even. So intuitively, most of the time people do it right when going up, but when going back down, they forget to go back into the fast air and into blowing more fast and with the tongue position of I and Ü. Yeah. So again, summary: I, Ü, U, Ü, I when we go back down. Okay, I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to join the community, clarinetmasterclass.com. Link is down in the description below. Looking forward to having you on.